Hello again, and welcome to our replies to the series, to the questions we received on our weekly series, Date Your Job, where we discuss about work and where we invite all of you to come join us and share what is going on with you every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. UK time. I'm Andrea,
And I'm Adina.
and the question we would like to answer today with this video is, how do we get creative a lot so we don't get into burnout? So we don't get into other things like extreme shopping when we are bored? It's a amazing question. So thank you for asking us that. It's something that it's taken me a long time to figure out because I always thought I was not creative. And that's not true. I was expressing my creativity differently, and it's a good thing to be creative. But creative people need a different space, and you need to feel secure to be able to express that creativity. As to finding a creative space whenever, whatever, there are options. There are virtual rooms you can create online. There are groups you can join, and whenever you feel like it, you can go with them and say, let's do something. Um, there are different options to creating a space within your home or at work, a little corner where you can withdraw and fiddle with something, doodle something. Two aspects I would like to address for these questions. One is, how is your nervous system? When you feel the need to do something else. I don't know. It's an honest answer. We talked in one of our previous episodes about baseline. Where is the space you find yourself when you want to go do something else? Intuitively, I'm guessing you're not at your baseline. So on a scale from 0 to 10, you're not at your baseline around 5. You're higher up or further down. So further down means getting into depression and anxiety. Further up means getting into stress and overwhelm. In both cases, your nervous system is not balanced enough. So there is this need to jump into something else, to not stay where you are because you don't like it. And also because you're a very active person and you like to do things. I am that way too. So I can multitask, I can do a lot of things. But what I've learned is that it comes from a space of, I don't want to be there, I don't like it, so I jump into something else with the idea that it can change. So our suggestion is first, do something with your nervous system to get it to a baseline. And you can do meditation. There are several meditation ways possible, or somatic therapies. Somatic therapies, we do TRE, we do awareness of movement here between us. Meditation, you can do static meditation, you can do dynamic meditation. And then from this space, get more creative. You will find that your creativity is different. And you'll find also that you can actually stay a little bit and then give it time, a little bit with what you're feeling in the moment, and then releasing it. Because once your nervous system is calm, you can actually stay with what you feel. And creative, a method I am highly recommending because I've started doing it and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to brag about it. I'm going to show off here online publicly, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. It's called Zen Tango. Look what I'm doing. I'm very proud of it. So Zen is because it creates a meditation-like state, and Tango because it's lines and shapes, random, put in compositions that I'm actually learning and I'm enjoying, and it could be nonsensical, but I always carry this with me and a pen. And whenever I can start doodling. So it's something I can get to it very, very fast rather than picking up a phone and doing something else. And it immediately switches my mind out of that state. And I find it very, very helpful. So I do this for 5-10 minutes, and then I leave it, and then I can go on with whatever I'm doing in a different state of mind. That's it for me. Adina?
Yeah, I think stress, creativity, and finding that, I think it's amazing people are finding solution like this, because others don't. So congratulations to this person and to any other people who feed their soul without even mattering if they need to win something or to be the best. I've done something similar. I started to play saxophone, so I bought myself a saxophone. I had no clue the notes. I went to a a professor who is teaching in high school, and he was like, "You need to do you know the notes? Do re mi fa sol la si, yeah? Do you know how to read?" No, but I'm sure I can learn. Do you know how to blow? The saxophone? No. Um, and it was interesting. It was half an hour because he said more than half an hour is too much. I said, really? Yeah, and it is too much. It's after 10 minutes, it's a lot. So I went to several classes, but I realized her his target was to get me to a certain level to be good. My target was to enjoy. So I stopped and I did it by myself. So now I do it. I have my space where the saxophone sits, sometimes for weeks, sometimes not. But I know it's there, and I know it's something I'm gifting myself. And I learned this from a friend who is playing piano for years and years. She doesn't play very good, but she's so happy when she does it. So that's another thing I learned. Hobbies and feeding your soul doesn't mean it needs to reach any goal, any target, anything. It just needs to for you to feel good in the moment, to make you smile. So it's such a nice way of finding how to be in the flow or in this universal energy where everything is fine. Um, some people use it as escapism from the daily routine. I think that's dangerous if you're not conscious what's happening. Um, because if you're afraid of looking what you actually feel and you're going there in that space, there is no link in between. So when you return, oh, I need to do again this, right? Oh, I go here. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be a way to put time in your day, but then gratefully to come from that space and see, what am I grateful about here? Are there things that I'm still enjoying? Because in general, burnout and stress, they don't appear because everything is fine. It's because it's too much, or you don't take breaks, or you start condemning yourself, or you judge yourself, and you forget about you. You keep track of everybody around you. You need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Or there can be objectives put by yourself. You know, as entrepreneurs, you can stress yourself. You are the CEO, but that means you can also treat yourself as an employee in your company. So that creates the distance. How would you treat yourself if you were you were the manager of yourself? How would you do it? How would you like the manager to treat yourself? So if that's happening for you, if you are your own employer, make sure you create that distance. If you're not, make sure you create it for yourself and you communicate it outside. I need this time. I need this space to recharge. That's how I recharge. That's how I go and put myself like the laptop in a socket and I take energy. This is my way. We know a lot of energy tools that we can help you with, which can be used both for discharging the negative emotion from the body, but also to charge when you feel depleted. There are tools we know, as Andrea said, somatic therapies for recalibrating your nervous system. There are a lot of things that we teach how to start to learn your body signals, how to become your own observer. So I think it's amazing, the art therapy and all that. The shopping, I think, is dangerous because it's just a feeling for the moment. One of the things I used to do, initially I was buying a lot of clothes, but then I got to the point I was put them in the shopping cart and I said, I'm giving myself 24 to 48 hours. I'm not buying them until then. Because clearly it's nothing that I really, really need. You know, there is no dress or blouse or whatever that I really, really need and I will be walking naked tomorrow. No. And after I have this 24-hour, I usually delete them or I don't buy except if I need them. Or I have a certain amount that I will spend, and if I get them delivered, I just send the rest back because I just, it's especially with COVID, I learned I like them, to be delivered in house. I tried them out and then I put them. But that's just a form of validating you have money or you can afford, or yes, of course, gift yourself with whatever because you deserve it. But be careful. It's a way of getting out of what's happening inside you. What don't you want to look at? What don't you want to feel? What don't you want to mirror, to look at you? And it's the hardest thing in life, for me at least until now, is to look at myself. It's much easier to look around and to say, they said that, I have to do that, than to look at me and to say, how do I feel when that person said, or whatever? What's happening inside of me? What do I need to look at? Nobody's going to, you're not going to have any trigger if there is not something inside you that you need to look at. And you're going to continue to have trigger and stress and things like that until you look at them and you solve them. So I hope these answers help. Please subscribe to our channel to see more tips and tricks. Please contact us if you want to talk in more details about all these tools that we are saying here. And enjoy your therapy, your art therapy.
It's amazing. And well done for asking the question. Well done for going there. I hope to see some of your work. Talk to you soon.
Show us.
Bye.
Bye.